Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to Night Errant. This is the show where we have some drinks, smoke some cigarettes. There might be the occasional swear word, but not too many these days. And other than that, we usually just rant about stuff. But today, we've chosen to try something a little different. We'll do a rapid fire round. So I will be asking a ton of really silly questions. And to answer these questions, I am today joined by Sleeping Bear and Mother Nurgle. And whoever wins, not whoever answers correctly, not whoever answers fastest, but whoever wins
subjectively
will get a point. And for that, I have these casino chips. Mother Nurgle will be receiving yellow chips, and Sleeping Bear will be receiving green chips. And everybody will be receiving potato chips. Today's episode is brought to you by... No. Anyway.
Great. To that I'll answer...
Good answer.
So I'll
What he said.
I'll load up my red wine. And be amazed that I still haven't ruined the gaming table.
Yeah, me too.
Hello.
Or the studio.
Oh, the studio was already... It was like that when I found it.
True.
Anyway. Are the contestants ready?
Alright.
I will, for the lols, give you the opportunity to each choose a topic, like they do in the English quiz shows. And those topics will color the questions.
Nurgle.
Nurgle?
Alright. I'll choose... let's see. Just for the heck of it, I'll choose Imperial Fist.
Imperial Fists?
I know nothing of...
Oh, clever!
Alright.
So, they will color the question.
Okay.
So we'll get a yellow questions.
Yes, that is what we're going for here. Now, which one of the Avengers would you most like to see becoming a new Chaos God in the 40k universe?
Chaos God. A Chaos God. I'd say... I'd actually go with Iron Man. Because he has... Because he'd bring a lot of... how do you say it? He could be the Chaos God of, like... self-doubt and... angstiness and all that shit. So I'd go with Iron Man.
And at the same time being an overachiever because of it.
Yeah.
I wanna say Captain America? Just for the twist, I think. The perfect good guy in working for someone else. But as a Chaos God,
Wouldn't he be the Chaos God of self-righteousness?
yeah, I'm going
Which is
there
actually,
too.
that is one of the major human flaws.
It
Yeah.
is.
That's pretty good, actually. That's deep, man.
Oh, that's deep. I'm not quite sure I was going for that. But yeah, that would definitely be a twist. Instead of just having regular flaws, let's pick on some of the good traits of being a human.
That's a tough one, actually. I am... You'll get one each.
Aww.
And you guys out there, of course, whenever there's a question you have an answer to, let us know below. we will come in and comment and have a laugh with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Okay. If the Emperor of mankind were to fight Nurgle in a one-on-one, no psychic powers, who would win?
No.
I'd have to go with the Emperor, but it sort of depends on whether it happens in the Gardens of Nurgle or in the Materium.
It happens in the Empty Void.
The Empty Void, then I'd go with MPG. Because, I mean, he's, at least when he was at the height of his power, I'd go with the Emperor, because power-wise, he's fought off the 4 Chaos Gods for a long time, so he has...
He has practice?
No, one thing is he has practice, but he has fought off all 4 of the Chaos Gods, power-wise, whereas this is just one of them, and
so he should be
he should be able
to manage one.
Yeah.
I'm going with Nurgle because the Emperor of Mankind is pretty much not moving at this moment, so I think it will be a somewhat easy win. Damn.
That is definitely one for Sleeping Bear in my mind. And remember, it's not about who's right, it's about who answers the best.
I'm right.
Actually, I don't think you are, but because he is fighting all 4 Chaos God while sitting on the throne, not moving.
Doesn't even have control over his
Right. Okay. If you had to make an Imperial Fist successor chapter based on the theme from a novel you've read, what would the name of that chapter be, and what novel are they based on?
Okay. So I'm gonna go with The Seagulls from a novel called Jonathan Seagull. And I know absolutely nothing about the fist, but I'm guessing there will be wings. And perhaps some helmets with beaks.
Mm-hmm.
And the color scheme will be epic. And perhaps a home planet with not wasteland, but a lot of water, dead water, bleak black, and it will be raining a lot, and there will be loads of trash. I can see this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you.
Okay. Let me just think about... I think I'd go with the... This is a hard one, actually, because I need to find a novel I've read recently. I don't read that much right now.
It doesn't have to be recently.
Okay. In that case, I'd go with
the Black Templars, because I read this book.
No. I'm not gonna... That would be too cheesy and easy. No, I'm gonna go with this. Oh, how about this is a sort of a steal, but I'm gonna go with. Let's say there isn't any other chapters, right? So the Scars.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be based on. They will be based off this one dude having survived an attack by Mortarion, and he would be chosen as the founder of a new chapter. Because he is the chosen one.
That's totally unrealistic.
So basically, they would be Harry Potter based.
Mm-hmm.
Right, with the
I like
scar.
that.
Yeah,
that's good. I do like the picture of that rainy trash planet better, though.
I get that.
Jonathan Livingston Seagull, actually. Yeah.
Okay. If Nurgle had to choose between a Jameson and a Tullamore Dew, what would he be drinking?
So what we're looking for is what is the most disgusting of the two.
Actually, I would go with maybe the honey Jameson. No, that's a
That's
Jack
a Jack D.
That's a
That's
Jack
Jack D.
D.
That's right.
And that's actually quite delicious and a liquor.
Yeah, but I don't think that would be pretty him. But that wasn't what you asked.
Nope.
Ptolemaiou, or I'd go with Ptolemaiou.
Yeah, me too.
Because
but,
that's
I
just
like Jameson the better, but
yeah.
yeah.
Also, it has Jew in the name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no. His last point, it has dew in its name.
Like the wet things you find.
Okay, I'll take that.
But you answered together
Yeah,
We did.
we did.
and helped each other out all the way.
Yeah.
So that is points for both.
Okay. Oh, no points.
No, I don't do no points. Okay. So Mortarion
Yeah.
and Rogel Dawn, the Imperial Fist Primarch,
Yeah,
walks into a bar in their current 41st Millennium state,
yeah,
sits down,
yeah.
they order some drinks, and start to play a bar game. What game do they play?
I was gonna say something like, I don't know the English word for it, but snoop. Except that Roldon, with being a skeleton, can't hide his dice.
That doesn't stop them in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's true.
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 I honestly don't know, but I'm reminded of one of the onlyest jokes I know. A skeleton walks into a bar and you have to say this very dramatically. It's a rainy day, it walks into the bar with a slow voice and all that, and then he orders a beer and a cloth.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, sorry.
But what game are they playing?
But it has to be something with bones. Something.
So dice of some sort.
Yeah, no, it's actually something more runey. So runes.
Oh.
Yeah. Perhaps.
I know I said I wouldn't not give points in some rounds
Yeah, but this
like
is gonna
5
be
seconds
one.
ago, but those answers were terribly boring.
Okay. I got another one though. I'll be shooting darts after Magnus's eye.
Oh, that's a good save.
I like that one.
They hate Magnus the Blood.
Yeah.
That is funny. Okay, Primarchs are funny to make stuff up with, but we'll wait a bit with those. What 40k tank would you like to see a superpower in real life that you didn't hate? I know they don't exist, but if there were a superpower you liked,
Yeah.
what 40k tank would you like to see them invent?
Oh, like a major player on the.
Yeah, exactly. If there were a military superpower in the world you didn't hate, what 40k tank would you like to see those guys have against all those you don't like? Or to keep the peace, or whatever you want them to use. You decide. It's a fictional superpower. You don't have to come up with the superpower, just a tank.
Okay.
I really want to say the crawler.
The Plague Burst Crawler?
Yeah. But it's just because I like it.
No, I don't like the superpower you like.
The Forge World upgrade for name a tank.
Baneblade?
No, just the regular
Predator?
Predator. That is incredibly awesome with a mouth, and I really like that tank. Yeah, the plates for Forge World you put outside a Predator.
The Chaos upgrade?
Yeah.
I don't like the superpower you like. Okay.
Yeah, but
So you would like a Predator with Forge World Chaos upgrade?
but it would win, right? The superpower. And if it were
If it had 40k technology, it probably would.
yeah.
So you just like them to have a Chaos Predator?
Yeah.
With Forge World niceness on it.
Yeah, I think tanks are regular. Well, they're somewhat boring in real life, and I like to spice it up a bit
Okay.
with tongues and fangs and tentacles.
Yes.
Yes. I'd go with the Shadow Sword, super heavy, because that would mean they also invented plasma technology, which would mean we would also have infinite energy.
Okay, fair.
Friendly superpower.
Hey!
Not chaotic superpower.
You didn't say anything about alignment.
No.
Good?
Let's move on to the next question. If you could choose any Space Marine chapter and exchange their Primarch with one of the X-Men, what swap would you make?
Well, I know one I definitely wouldn't make. Vulcan for Logan, because that would just be boring.
So X-Men, Wolverine, and the Wolves.
And Russ? Lehman Russ, the
Yeah.
Primarch.
Yeah.
So you would put Wolverine in there. Why?
Because he fits in, and that's a boring answer, I know. But because I don't really know anything about any Primarchs, it's a very difficult question to answer. But I can see a fit there.
Wolverine instead of Lehman Russ.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go with Magneto instead of Fulgrim, because then we would have an more
What
interesting
chapter?
than Emperor's Children.
Oh yeah.
Because then we would, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Because
That's not it. I'm just listening.
Because then he would
With a face.
he would make the Emperor's Children a much more interesting chapter. Like
Definitely.
he would make them. He's an interesting villain. I don't think Fulgrim is an interesting villain, so he'd make them
okay.
very, very interesting.
Nice.
I'll give you that Magneto is an X-Men in one of the alternate universes.
Yeah.
I think that would take away the whole Slanesh part pretty much instantly, because he would not fall to Slanesh.
Oh, he probably wouldn't.
No.
Actually, I think he would fall to Thinch, or Slanesh would fall to him.
Yeah.
Oh, bye.
Anyway, while boring, I think that was the more solid way to make a good story. I think the situation of the Emperor's Children is important for the greater story, though I could see Mystique taking Fulgrim's place.
Yeah, Mystique would be very interesting as well, I think.
Or
You can have one of these then.
Phoenix.
Phoenix could exchange places with Magnus the Red, and we would have exactly the same story.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't change anything. and
Except
it would
he would
still
have
be a
fallen
great
sooner
story.
because of lack of control.
Yeah.
True.
I'm still very happy none of you said I would like to exchange Cyclops for that guy who leads the Thousand Suns.
No, I would like to exchange Xavier for the one who came before the Primax. I don't know, MP.
The guy in the chair.
Yeah, the guy in the chair.
Beast for any of the Smurfs?
Beast for Gilman? That would actually be interesting. He's not that Mary Sue, but he's still strong and intelligent
And blue,
and blue.
which I think was the point.
Okay, fair.
Oh, actually, the correct answer would probably be Mystique for all of the Primarchs.
And there is only one Primarch.
Yeah.
Mystique for Alfarius would just be boring.
Yeah.
Anyway. If you... If you had to port over a character from the Dragonlands series
Okay.
to 40k, where would you put them? You can put them in any race, in any faction, at any rank of society. Where would you put them and why?
Okay.
That's an interesting question.
I don't know how you actually pronounce the names in English. Tanis?
Tanis.
Tanis?
Tanis, I think.
So, I would place him within the Eldar community, the craft worlds, and see it crumble.
You don't like him very much, do you?
No, I don't like the elders either. So, but yeah.
I would actually choose Tanis as well, and I would make him head librarian of the Ultramarines. This is a reference to, of course, in the original lore, the first head librarian of the Ultramarines being half Eldar.
Which cannot happen.
Okay, it's awesome.
but corny and very shallow.
Yeah. I know.
I would have chosen.
Yeah.
Of
Kitiara.
course you would.
I would have made her a sister of battle, who went renegade and spent quite a few years as a space pirate, taking jobs for evil rim system overlords, before she eventually, in a near-death situation, fell to chaos and managed to balance the powers, so she became an undivided demon prince. And led an army of fallen sisters, basically all the things that Cypher never did, and became a threat by herself. Did you just give me a chips?
Yeah.
Yes, you had the best answer.
That's funny. If you could add one more unit to the new Death Guard Codex,
You don't think they had enough?
what unit would it be, and what role would it fill?
Oh shit! Because here I am totally blank. I don't have.
Then make up something. It's
Okay.
who comes up with the best answer, not about who's right.
So something they don't have. We're looking for something squishy with
Something that dies easily and doesn't do more than wounds.
I think we're going for that. That is not covered. Yeah, and how would it look? Perhaps it would be tiny versions of my blob, cheerleader versions. And I regularly
What
use
I'm
them
hearing
as
is you want
cheerleader.
Nurglings on single bases.
Yeah, yeah. And it has to be big spaces, so you can add a lot of narrative and.
But not more Nurglings. So
No,
it's
no, no,
basically
no.
a Nurgling swarm, but with one Nurgling.
Yeah, one Nurgling doing a lot of different stuff,
Okay.
falling in his own guts or something like that. Playing a violin on his own guts. I think that would be kind of awesome.
We kind of have Nurglings that does that, don't we?
No, that's other characters' guts. But yeah, something squishy with less toughness.
Okay. I would go with. I don't know if this role is fulfilled already, but basically, I would like to see more involvement on the whole Nurgle Turnet theme.
That mini wargaming came up with.
Yeah, the mini wargame came up with. I think that would be pretty damn cool because it makes a lot of sense in some ways.
That Nurgle is the only one with an in to that biomass.
Yeah.
Agreed. I actually totally forgot about that. They had a whole army painted up, and they didn't really use it for much.
No.
They made I made a few videos, but there were, I think, one narrative campaign that I actually didn't watch.
Okay.
It's probably because it has to be relatable. So even though they come up with narrative campaigns,
No, they had a bad streak where I pretty much stopped watching their campaigns because it was like they just gave up on the gaming part. They didn't balance it out, and whenever they started getting into the gaming, the narrative flew out the window, and then I didn't bother watch the whole game. I just went to the after-game story time, and then just skipped all the games and watched all the story times because the games were actually getting boring.
But that's what I do.
that's a hard chance.
I like that.
Okay.
Because single-base Nurglings we already have. I made them. We have them.
But are they squishy?
Yes. Actually, in the Nurglings, in your codex, if you read it, have a special rule that is called squishable.
I actually do know that. It is
They didn't
a
really...
less impressive, disgusting
Yeah.
resilient.
So I didn't really think that your idea filled a new role.
It was still fun.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, Next question.
What I will do is make you some Nurgling swarms where there is one Nurgling doing a bunch of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
So you win in some ways.
I win.
Yeah, you win.
In some ways. And winning is what it's all about. Watch last episode if you're in doubt. Okay. So, if you walked into a bar on Terra in the Imperial Palace, what drink would you expect to get if you just said the house special?
On a bar in Terra?
On Terra, within the Imperial Palace.
In the Imperial Palace.
Which is the largest city in the galaxy.
White Russian.
You would expect to get a White Russian.
Okay. I would
Interesting.
I would expect to get...
Just for the name, but if,
and
for
obviously,
the
I don't expect you to say hardcore in-law thing like Amtech
No,
and stuff like that.
No, I get that.
Because, but yeah.
No, actually, I would expect to get... well, what do we have? What do we have a lot of there? Well, Tears of Sigurs.
Oh, that's a fluffy name.
Oh, you're going in the expensive part of town.
Yeah, the Imperial Palace is...
Oh, I'm looking for water.
Oh, not that expensive.
Water on Terra, are you crazy? Here, have some tears from them.
Sigurs. Yeah. That's the best we can do. That's the closest to water we'll get.
It's fucking close to water.
It's salty, perhaps.
A bit salty, yeah.
So, Tears of Sigurs and a White Russian.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I have a hard time imagining a cow anywhere near the Sol system
Yeah,
in the 41st
it was
millennium.
for the name and not for the anyways, he got his point.
It's in the Himalayas.
He got his point.
You gave him the point, that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Last question?
No, now we'll end up with a rapid fire round, 1-word answers.
Oh.
Rapid fire round. You know, Stormbolter round.
Okay. My answer will be rapid.
Plasma melter.
Melter.
Firelands or Solcan?
Azalkan.
Yeah.
Fire Raptor or Imperial Lander?
Fire Raptor.
Drop Pod or Brino?
Drop it.
Space Hulk or Frigate?
Frigate. Still works.
Bike or jetbike?
Jetpack.
I'll go with bike.
Okay, nice. Tally up your points.
You won. You won, actually.
I have
I
2
have
points.
3 left.
I have 6.
Clear winner.
Sleeping Bear is the clear winner.
Yeah. Woo!
So, we'd like you to answer all the same questions below, but even better, toss us your questions. And in a few
Okay, we'll
months,
do it.
and in a few months, because this was filmed like at least 3 weeks ago, I think.
No, can't we do it online? We'll answer online.
Oh, I actually think it would be more fun.
Oh.
If people comes up with questions here,
Okay,
I'll
that
print
could
them
be
out.
fun.
I'll get these 2 people to sit there, and in a few months we'll do another episode, and I'll read out your questions, because I just came up with these on the fly while drinking crazy amounts of red wine. But if you guys have funny questions for these 2, if you have questions for any other of the Errant Painting crew, write that in brackets, and we'll toss those questions at them in other videos. But right now we're mainly looking to make an episode 2 of this. This has been Night Errant Rapid Fire Round. Remember to subscribe, because we also do non-cracked videos. Throw us a like or a dislike, so we know if we're doing it right or wrong. And other than that, take care and
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.